Alright everyone, welcome back to the next episode. So last episode we battled Noel, successfully obtained our, I believe, 7th gym badge. Let me check actually, shouldn't take too long to check. Yes, 7th gym badge. And we defeated Fern, in a rival battle. And we started exploring a bit of Route 1. And today we are going to just get on this Tauros here. So you can actually catch either the Buffalon or Taurus through these battles, but for what I'm doing, I'm just going to, knock them out. With that, we can ride these Tauros around, as so. You can press A or whatever button you normally use to. I actually don't know what that button is normally used for. To dismount the Tauros. You can hop and down ledges like so, and if you enter buildings, you will dismount, and you cannot enter tall grass with these guys. So, with that, we can start heading back up from there, and here we want to knock out this log, so we're going to take out this Tauros here instead. Alright, intimidate doesn't matter. So this Tauros will knock this log out here, so we can, I guess, move back and forth here. It doesn't really change anything for us, to be honest, but that's okay. So we're just going to be knocking out all the Tauros, basically, to try and progress further. Although I think this one doesn't do anything for us, so we just keep that one there. Anything here? No, not really. Alright, so hop up this ledge, and oops, try not to get stuck there. Let's take out this Tauros. Then I can just sludge wave it. Mega Horn, nope. Special attacker, so. Alright, so with that we knock out this log here. Let's see, alright, this Tauros will actually, this Buffalon will charge its way and hit this log down here. So we're going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Alrighty, and then this Buffalon, I don't think will do anything for us. No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, we'll keep that one there. You want to keep some of these around because you may have to dismount to progress in certain areas. So, alright, let's head up over here, or to the right. Any of these Tauros? Let's see. Okay, here is the first area we cannot progress through using our Tauros. So Big Dra instructs us to instead head up into this forest entrance directly from this area. And here we pop out into the North Aventurine Woods. New encounter here is only Oranguru. Same 10% chance across morning, day, and night. So it's all fine and dandy. So we want to progress through here, pick up this Pokeball, and then make our way to the right and head back here onto Route 1. So now we're going to progress our way through. Looks like getting these Tauros out of the way here is very important, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm running out of Sludge Wave PP. It's alright though. Alright, and then we'll take care of this Tauros here. Okay, alright, and then hop over one more, and now we're in the area where we fought Fern that first time. So, let's see, is there this Tauros? Alright, we want to hit that. Hit this. We haven't been in this area yet? No. Alright, so, yep, this Tauros here. Let's go with Sludge Wave again. Alright, and make our way through. And now we are in a new area, actually. So this guy here is a trainer. It should be an easy sweep for my Nidoking here. So, this is the first of the evolutions we can pet for that side quest we started, so go ahead and do so. Alright. So there's a few hidden items here actually too, so we're gonna pick them up while we can. Any more? Oh, there's a trainer here. I should be fine. See closely how they strike. Ranger Steve. Reversal? I don't think that's any good. Mantine? Alright, let's go Sludge Wave here. Yes, Sludge Wave again. It's flying type, so I can't hit it with Earth Power. Alligator. Hit it with this Earth Power here. This guy has a lot of Pokemon. I like how his Pokemon are all based off real Pokemon. Or real life animals. Ranger Steve. Crikey. So here we got a large XP candy. What's this? A green shard? Okay. I think that's it for hidden items here, right? Yes, alright, let's head up to this next ledge over here. Pick up some more items. Let me switch around my Pokemon. Any hidden items over here? Oh, that reminds me actually, I should have... Does this Buffalon hit anything? It does not seem like it, sorry. I almost forgot. We're still doing that whole thing. This Buffalon will definitely charge into something probably. Alright, let's go with Bullet Seed. Alright, Tiny Mushroom. Anything else over here? Conspicuous grass there. Alright, let's see what this trainer has for us. Loudred. Alright, we can go with the good old Bullet Seed here. Crabominable? I think Rock Blast would be effective here. Oh, never mind. Oh! That hurt. Tiger Rufus. Alright. Maybe Nidoking can one-shot with Earth Power? I don't know. Because we definitely want to hit this Buffalock, or get this Buffalon charging up ahead. Only one Earth Power left. Alright. Alright. Let's send another Zoroark then. Whoops. Not quite go up there yet. Great Ball. Alright. Not much else, so let's get rid of this trainer. Starmie. Ooh, that's Oh, okay. I forgot my Zoroark was in the lead. Skarmory? Oh, Dark Pulse should still do decent damage there. Work out his EVs better. Yeah, yes you do, sir. Alright, I think that's the only way we can progress, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty. Oop. Ball there. I don't know if this Tauros hits anything. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, let's keep it here then. With that, let's head down. One more. Get ourselves a PP up. And then anything down here? Chewing gum. Someone's been littering. What's this? Red shirt, okay. Oh, trainer. Rapidash. Alrighty. Let's go with Dark Pulse, hope for a flinch. Unlucky, this might knock me out. Yeah, sure, this works. Anything else? I know there's a trainer over there. Alright, let's take him on. Oh, he's got a Tauros. Alright, let's go to Discharge here. Alright. Can you get any XP from that? What Pokemon are... Kind of funny seeing the Tauros spin around like that. Anything else here? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, looks like we can progress over here and take out this other Tauros. Ouchies. Brave Bird, hopefully this knocks it out. Oh, it does not. Alright, let's go quick attack. Alright, nice. Looks like we can't go into that area there quite yet. Alright. So, head up here, get a purple shard. What is this? Pokeball. Poke Snacks. Is that all? Alright, one more. I think this Bouffalant hits anything. No. Alright. Is there anything down there? Nope, there is. Dire hit. Alright, over here we got a red shard. Alright, I think this is the last pretty much area. Alright, let's save. I don't know, am I okay? Carablast. Alright, we can just quickly aerial ace that. Miltank, we can hit with Facade. Watch yourself. Let's see, Purple Shard. What's up here? Ghost Gem. Gate City Checkpoint, don't go up that way yet. What's this guy have to say? Crystal Valley? Oh, shoot. Hiker Rosh. Alright, we're not going to go down that way. Don't have rock climb for that. What is we got here? Oh, I can't reach that item. Oh, there's a boulder here. Alright. That is not entirely obvious. Alright, we got a Protector used to evolve, excuse me, right on into Rhyperior. I don't know if we encountered such a Pokemon though. right on our Rhyhorn yet. Then for that, alright, I think that's it for this area. So let's check out what this sign says. Route 1, Reborn City to the left, Agate City up, and Vanhanen Castle to the bottom. And Fern writing a very mean message. Alright, with that we can head here into the Vanhanen Castle. Our Tauros jumps. Ooh, but before we do that, it seems like there's a secluded area that we can check out. So we head down to the left here, and I'm assuming he means... I think he means this area here. Yes, Super Repel here. Then we want to beat this final Tauros here. Need to do this so you get the logs out of the way, so... Alright, with that, we just need to head up to find another pair fighting, hopefully. I didn't take them all out on purpose for this. Well, that's a bit awkward. Up, 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 Huh? I didn't beat them all yet. What in the world? Alright, well that's a bit awkward. Alright, let's see. Uh-oh. What-oh. What-oh. This is a bit awkward. I don't know how to get them to respawn effectively, so I think I'm gonna have to return all the way back till I find a pair that are fighting still. Let's see. There should be one. I definitely left some around on purpose. I'm gonna try and not see those areas too soon. Okay, this is kind of annoying. Alright, here we go. Let's beat this Boufflant. Alright, then we just head all the way back. Not that one. Alright, we want this bottom one here. Slip through there. And head through there. Hop through there. Hop. And return back to the Vanhanen Castle. Hopefully I hit all the logs. It's really important. Otherwise I'm going to do some more backtracking later. But it seems like I did do that. Yeah, alright. Let's just head back to the castle. And dismount. Alright, so there is grass here, so new encounters to be had. The main one being a Girafarig. That's it, at a 24% chance. So we have a maze, as you can see here, so there's actually quite a few items in here, so we're going to try and find those. Ice gem, alright. Gems always have their usage. Alright, well this is a bit awkward. Going through a maze to reach all the dead ends is not exactly my idea of fun, if I'm going to be honest. Nope. Alright. Now I guess you can find spring variant deerlings here as well. Oh my god. Okay, nice. Oh, there's a lot in here. Leon. Definitely gonna miss some of these items, I think. Oh, great. Oh, well, that's certainly not the way I want to go. I figured out the maze. Oh. Alright, so we obviously want to get to that green Pokeball. Or green item. Great. Let's see. No, please. Alright, so we need to go to that middle area. So it should be through here. Yes, and then through here. What? How do I get to that middle area over there? Alright, whatever. Let's pick up this. Ooh, shiny Flareon is pretty cool. It's invisible. Like a green screen, which is kind of cool. Alright, here we get the Field Effect 5 for the chess arena. Oh, I'm smart. Alright, that's it. I think that's all the hidden items. So let's make our way back all the way to the bottom. And this should be it right here. Yes. So pick up this one last item, and here we are at the next gym location, Vanhanen Castle. So we head on in here. Alright, so we're greeted by someone at the entrance here. Recommend to heal and prep your team for the upcoming area, because believe it or not, there will be a battle. So let's think about how I want to do this. Let's set up like so. So, in case it wasn't obvious, that chess arena field readout we picked up is going to be useful for us right pretty much immediately. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stick with this team. I don't really have any other team members that are raised. Let's stick with this team. I think this should be fine. Then as for items, I think this should be fine. I don't really have much going on here that I could possibly give. Alright, let's give the Zap Plate to my Galvantula. Wide lens? Is that the same as the zoom lens? If the toter moves after their target moves? Oh, that's terrible. Let me see the difference between a wide lens and a zoom lens. I don't actually know. Wide lens gives a 10% boost, zoom lens gives 20% boost if the Pokemon is attacked first. Yeah. Okay, wide lens is better. I don't... Wow. The more you know. Any other items to give? I think Miracle Seed should be fine on Cinccino. Then again, there is the Silk Scarf for... we can stick with that. Then, alright. Let's just go ahead and get save before entering this next room. Actually, wait, we want to talk to Luna here. Don't talk to Luna, pet her Umbreon first. This is a limited time opportunity. Alright, so now we want to save and talk to Luna. Alright, and with that, we're up against Cain here. So, Cain has 2 Moo Moo Milks, and we are on the chessboard field. So the chessboard has not very straightforward mechanics to it, so I recommend reading the field effect readout to get more details on that. But essentially, all your Pokemon will be assigned a piece corresponding to one of the pieces from a chess game. So, as an example here, his Lowland Muck here is holding a Black Sludge with the Poison Touch ability, a Brave Nature, 15 in IVs, and is a pawn on this board. Its moves are Gung Shot, Minimize, Knock Off, and Power Up Punch. So main thing to note about the pawn is that it essentially has a built-in Focus Sash, so you cannot one-shot it. So we're just gonna weaken it up a little bit. Then send out our Nidoking. Looks like I get a Bishop boost here, so that's the main benefit of a Bishop. Special attack and attack are raised on pawn switching. So Queen gets defensive boost, and his Nidoking here, interesting enough, his Nidoking is a Queen. It is the Sheer Force ability and Adamant Nature, 31 in IVs, and an EV stat spread with 4 in HP, max attack, and max speed. Its moves are Earthquake, Throat Chop, Poison Jab, and Mega Horn. Alright, next up is his Primarina with a Torrent ability, a Modest Nature, and 31 in IVs, and its role on the board is Bishop, with the moves Moonblast, Sparkling Aria, Blizzard, and Reflect. Next up is his Alolan Marowak holding a Thick Club with the Lightning Rod ability and Adamant Nature and 15 in IVs. Its position on the board is a Rook, and its moves are Flare Blitz, Stomp Tantrum, Shadow Bone, and Will-O-Wisp. Alright, next up is his Mimikyu with the Disguise ability, a Jolly Nature, 31 in IVs, and its position is King, and its moves are Drain Punch, Play Rough, Switch Dance, and Shadow Sneak. One thing to note about the King is that all of its moves have priority. So this thing can be quite the menace. Alright, so lastly here we have his male Meowstic holding a Wise Glasses with the Prankster ability, a Timid Nature, and 20 in IVs, and its position is Knight. Its moves are Charge Beam, Psychic, Shadow Ball, and Light Screen. I believe Knight has special properties beyond its special attack, sharply raised, and that's probably based on which stat is higher. Which one has higher power here? Or Sledge Wave, I think it does neutral damage here. Alright, Nidoking essentially swept that with some setup from Galvantula. Very nice. So hopefully you can, we're able to play around the stat boost and priority and other weird stuff. And there's ways to manipulate which piece of yours, or excuse me, which team member of yours gets a chessboard rank piece. So you can change that by changing the order of your team or holding on to certain items. So, easiest way to win this is just consistent fast offense according to Bigdra, and having a way to deal with mainly his Mimikyu and Nidoking. And of course type advantages, always use those. Alright. So you talk to Luna here after Gossip Gardevoir is captured. You get 1 relationship point with her. Alright. Okay, so with that, yeah, there's nothing much else we can do here. Those doors are probably locked. So we want to head out and talk to these two again. Alright, so we know where to head to next. So, before we head out, we want to prep for another so-called impossible story battle. So, we are just going to employ our friendly Murkrow. Yes. Alright, now the real question is, which Pokemon do I give up here? Galvantula is good for setup, Nidoking is just a powerhouse, Blaziken's a powerhouse. So, Cinccino has its uses, Zoroark with Illusion, so I'm guessing my Swellow, its Guts Flame Orb takes 1 turn to get it to usage, so. Then make sure to heal your team, then we'll be on our merry way. So, what we want to do is exit the labyrinth. First and foremost, it's going to require a bit of... Alright, here we go. We are now out, and we want to find a Tauros. Somewhere. Anywhere. Here we go. Discharge here. Alright, and with that, we want to head back down. So the reason why we need to get on a Tauros here is because these ledges are pointing towards us from this direction. So we need a Tauros to get back up it. Then, through here? Nope. Through here. So essentially you want to head back to that gate area I showed in the last episode. All the way at the bottom. Should be coming up soon. Okay. We can use our Tauros to get through that area. And keep on heading this way to our left. Alright, now we start heading down. Alright, riding our Tauros along here. And then with that, we get to this gated area. Counter L here. And he starts running to the left. So we just follow him. Alright, so we slip on through here. Oh. If we talk to Radamus here again. We hopped out. Alright, and with that, we are now in a new section of the Grand Stairway we were unable to look at before, basically. So, hidden items galore. Fantastic. Looks like we talked to Radimus here again. Alrighty. Yes. Pretty linear, this area, so, you know, just head down these very hard to spot stairs. Head down this ladder here. And pick up that burn heal. So you remember seeing some of these hidden items above on this area we could not really reach. So, this is how we were supposed to access that area. Alright. Super repel there. Is that it for now? I think so. Yeah. Alright, keep heading across. And up into this entrance here. I should really get some repels. And here's a purple shard, a mining gem, or rock. My favorite. Another plate. I think I already have this one though. Looks like a fist plate to me. Alright. What's this? Purple shard. And purple shard again. Head out into here. Pick up a large XP candy. Head down. Pick up a Stardust. Mining rock. Alright, keep heading along here. Looks like a sunstone here. Just so you know, the music here is stopped on purpose. It's it's eerily silent, but just how it is. So we're not going to go up there quite yet, because there's a few hidden items. Yeah, we can't go that way. Alright, so looks like we have no choice but to head up. Yay! So with that, we are now free to explore this little area, so we're going to go ahead and do that. A lot of items to be had. And some new encounters, actually. So, this area is referred to as Citae Astrae. Forgive me for my pronunciation, I believe it's from Greek or something, I don't know. Anyway, the encounters down here are Drowsy, Baltoy, Eligium, Claydol, and Hypno. So, of course, you know, the Eligium and Baltoy and whatnot from the totem are available here for you. So you can certainly try and... Oops. Alright. Doesn't look like there's anything hidden behind this pillar. Games always love hiding stuff like that. Alright. Let's get this rock here, though. For items. Alright, good. Looks like there's something here. Nope. Of course not. Ooh, green shard. Alright, last item's probably a heart scale somewhere or something. No harm, no foul. There's this heat rock. Alright, good stuff. Shiny stone, nice. Always good to get more evolutionary stones. Oh boy, there's a lot going on here. Alright. Gonna try and get through these mining things as fast as possible. Oops. Alright. Put a revive here. Always good to get these. Red shard. Alright. 2 items, I believe, so that's it. I picked up all the items. Alright, so now we're free to head into the main tower we can see here at the front here. Looks like there's a slightly another scene here. Alright, so with that, we don't have any other choice other than to proceed via this door using our ruby ring. So with that, we are introduced to a puzzle. So, this is a sort of logic puzzle. This one isn't too crazy, and I recommend solving these by yourself. At least that's what Bigdra says, so if you talk with these statues... I don't know if that's the right answer. So. So you have to, you know, figure out which are lying and which are not. Not gonna lie, it's very hard for me to remember all the prompts, and I really don't feel like dealing with this puzzle right now. So. But if you logic this around, you should reason that Chimchar is dark, Monferno is dark, and Infernape is light. So with that puzzle, we go through the teleporter. And if you actually go through this purple one, you get a large XP candy, extra large that is. Now with that, we just head up and into this door. So with that, we are presented to a choice, and with this choice, if we give the ring, we'll get 1 point with Adrian, and lose a point with Cain, and vice versa if you say no. So let me just check something really quickly, because I think this choice somewhat matters in the context of things, and I have to make a certain choice here, so excuse me. This mainly has to do with the character endings. Alright, let us see. Let us see. Ah, shucks. Alright. So, in this case, I do want to give the ruby ring to Adrian, but because I didn't get all of Cain's relationship points, I will fail to get his ending, which kinda sucks. I mean, I was never going to be able to get all the endings, but because I didn't manage to talk to Cain in front of his house from before, I lose out on that. So I won't be able to see Cain's ending in this playthrough, even though I should have under normal circumstances. Oh well, so what I'm going to choose is give the ring to him. So with that, we can proceed. So if you speak to Adrian here about your pronouns, if you're a non-binary character, if your player is non-binary, you get 1 point with Adrian. This doesn't really matter, I don't think, for getting his ending or whatever, so don't worry too much about that. So I will refer to Adrian as Adrian, because honestly, I'm not too familiar with pronouns, and I'm not sure how to pronounce them. Alright, so with that, we now need to enter this red door again. And believe it or not, there's another puzzle coming up for us. It's kind of annoying you have to pick before you know. Alright, so with that we solved the puzzle. In case you can tell, Hitmonchan here is dark, Hitmonlee is light, Tyrogue is light, and Hitmontop is dark. Alright, so you can use this light shard here, or you can wait, because there's some Pokemon you can encounter at the top here, specifically Xatu and Sigilyph. So once you are ready, Yeah, there's nothing else we can do here. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do here, so get ready for an upcoming battle by talking with L here. Alright. With that, we come to an important decision here. We have to choose between siding with L or Radimus. If you choose to side with L, you are allowed to lose the upcoming battle. If you choose to side with Radimus, you must win. For the purposes of the exclusive post-game route, I will side with Radimus and win. Alright, so with that, we're up against L here. Sends out Arceus. So, he has 2 full heals on the Crystal Cavern field. And his Arceus is holding a Leftovers with the multi-type ability, a Quiet Nature. With the moves Recover, Judgment, Shadow Ball, and Focus Blast. So one thing to note is that Judgment, because we're on this field, will cycle between Fire, Water, Grass, and Psychic type bonus damage. So you can play around that. You can also, as part of your other strategies, lower its special attack. Use one of the strategies we've seen so far, like my Murkrow here, and this fight should be easy. Alright, and we won. Alright. we're going to accept this fast travel request. Alright. So with that, let me tell you about the relationship point choices. So if you side with L and lose, you'll gain 3 points with Elias, 1 point with Adrian, lose 3 with Gardevoir, lose 2 with Luna, and lose 2 with Erasmus. If you side with L and win, you will get 1 point with Cain, 2 with Elias, 2 with Adrian, -2 with Gardevoir, -2 with Luna, and -2 with Radimus. If you side with Radimus and win, which you must, to continue, you get 2 points with Radimus, 2 with Luna, 3 with Gardevoir, 1 with Anna, 1 with Shade, 1 with Cain, -1 with Adrian, and -2 with Elias. So, with that, the episode has now been quite long, so I want to say thank you to everyone for watching, and I can't believe me not talking to Cain in front of the gym. It really makes me lose out on his ending. There is a video on YouTube where you can watch all the character endings. This does not apply very soon. This is like pretty much when we beat the game, and we are nowhere close to that. I think we're about 10% of the way with the game, actually. So that's only once we complete the game at 100%. So that would be probably like, I want to say probably at the 200th episode, maybe, around that count, which is ridiculous, but that's just how long it's going to take for me to get there. So yeah, I'm more concerned about the exclusive post-game route stuff and the character endings. That you can always watch those on YouTube. So yeah, it kind of sucks. You can use debug mode to, or change the game save file to give yourself the points. So I may do that, I may not, I don't know. But I would, anyway. Let's see, what do I want to say? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.